a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the
Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Your spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Grandma was in A, auntie was in it, ayy. Mama had AAA, I wasn't scared to crash anyone anyway. I ride a shotty while bro had to get away. I gotta penetrate, I gotta generate. I got like 20 some years to my hood, now I gotta go live away. I'm out of town, but I'm not on the getaway. I spin a giveaway. You mean I'm the generous king for real? I sleep, then I light up the street, got screaming like Billie Jean for real. I'm from the M, I got M's in the bank and M's in all my streams for real. Feeling like Phil, they be living like Carlton if I leave him in the wheel. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Your spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Baby, I'm loving it. I think I'm ready for kids. She said when to stop trying to in her face. That makes sense. I'm going up past LA Brent. I'm going off no fail, say switch. Yeah, me and my team go back like plastic cup boys on some tailgate. Okay, look, all eyes on me. I feel like I'm Truman. No, we finna win it, cause I'm about to lose it. I don't give a computers disputing. I go off a field, no heads, just shooting. I die for my team, I'm the coach, I'm recruiting. I'm spending my time and I'm saving the day. I feel like a mutant, I'm built like a student. I'm feeling bilingual, cause I'm in Nigeria, rocking the Cubans. My life is a highlight reel that I keep on looping. You can't just tell me, you gotta prove it. Stealing, they first name is Lupin. I'm hitting harder than Ayuk, and they sending shots for some high, just juke it. Hitting my desk, I'm B.I.G., you know I can't forget that I do it. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Your spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like.
EA Sports and the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. And the they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. He'll get this out wide. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. To the air one more time with Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Here's a first carry for their running back. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle. In motion comes Andrews. 3rd and short, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion. Continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. They'll send a tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. They'll motion a tight end right. Here's a run. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. A handoff, running left, it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Like, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
The second down throw is incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
Here's third down and a few inches. Going to try to pick up the first down with his own read. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up fourth down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Patterson motioning over. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. So we've played one
first quarter with no score.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll motion over Flowers. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Play action now. Jackson. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jackson. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. In the shotgun, here's Jackson.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep them short of the first down.
In motion, Lamb. Now Jackson on 4th down. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge 4th down stop.
Now, faking the give. Now he'll run it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 31 yards. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. They'll run it here with Etienne. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Now the pitch to Etienne. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
"7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A handoff as they try to run it here. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down. They'll stay on the ground. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now Jackson on the move. Flowers with the catch. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Up the middle they go. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. In motion, Lamb. Fourth down, Jackson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They send him right out of the slot. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll find his big target, Pat Fryermuth. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football. And I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
The key to this play is all the pass protection. When you allow your running back to fast release and get out, you're down one pass protector, so the offensive line knows, hey, we're on our own here, and they gave the quarterback and that back enough time to get downfield and picks up a huge play.
He'll look to throw. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. First time they've worked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's a designed run. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Steelers 10, Ravens nothing.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Come on.
They'll begin with a zone read. And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On the give, it's ETN. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Back to throw. And this ball incomplete on
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that ball. Whoa! They'll motion over Flowers. They'll begin here on the ground. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Jackson now on 2nd down. And that ball incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
They'll motion over Flowers. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He'll let one go down the middle. And that is in.
This has really just been the story of the entire game. They just seem out of sync, don't they? I mean, they desperately need to find a way to just get some points on the scoreboard, any way it takes. They don't complete on the deep pass there, but keep shooting for it, because at some point something's going to break your way, and they desperately need it.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. And he's in. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Let's go now. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Now they'll set up to throw. Going for it all. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Touchdown Steelers. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The extra point is good, and the Steelers will get out in front 17-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Patterson motioning over. Off the play fake. Jackson. Olsen and Ebo, the good coverage. Gets his hand in there to knock it away.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
No motion over Flowers. Second down. Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. 3rd and long. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This fielded inside the 35. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They send Fryermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. Past midfield to the 45. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They send Fryermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Steelers up their lead. It's now 24-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. They'll motion over Flowers. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Play action now. Jackson. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of the Steelers has it. And there it is. The defense comes out with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up right with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And he's going to be taken down. Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal.
Complete to Travis Etienne. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. He is in. Touchdown, Steelers. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
So these two... Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll take it in at the goal line. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped them behind the line. Fourth down coming up. Now Jackson. He'll try to run for it. And he'll give himself up after picking up the first down. To throw is Jackson. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Off he goes.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. They'll motion over Flowers. From the gun, Jackson. There he goes again.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. In motion, Lamb. On first and 10, Jackson. He's got a man. It's C.D. Lamb. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. In motion comes Andrews. They'll try to run this one in. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing Jackson. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Extra point attempt still to come. The kick is good. And the Ravens are able to edge a bit closer.
Ravens 14.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. Look at him go!
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
ETN now on 1st and 10. He'll work forward only to about the 18. Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Now, faking the give. That is caught. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll look to run. It's ETN. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. And this has to feel good for this team, Greg. After losing week 1, to continue to add to the lead here in the fourth quarter and get themselves likely back to 500.
Yeah, just a really nice bounce-back performance. After talking to them, they felt really disappointed in their Week 1 performance. They felt like they got off to a slow start, Mike. So now here in Week 2, bounce back, deal with a little adversity early in the season. I think this is going to bode well as the rest of this year plays on.
And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Lamar going to work from the pistol. That's out quickly, and it is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Jackson out of the pistol. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Patterson motioning over. Third and short. Jackson. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He'll start at the 2. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Patterson motioning over. Jackson now to throw on first down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them. And it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Jackson now on second down, going up top and looking for Flowers. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
First and 10 now from the 36. On play action, he'll set up to throw. The throw on the run is complete. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers, winners.